This goes out to all my narcissistic abuse victims that left in the healing. Let me tell you something. Never feel ashamed of starting over. I don't give a fuck if you stayed in a relationship for 30 years, 40 years, but you got out and you're starting over. It's still life. You're still breathing. And trust me, your healing is going to make you glow better than you ever did before. Let me tell you something. When I was in my narcissistic abusive relationship, I look right now, I look 20 years younger than I looked 20 years ago. Okay? I look 20 years younger than I looked 20 years ago. If I have time at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a before and after picture of how I looked when I was in the thick of the abuse and how much I've changed. So it's never too late. I don't care if you're 40, I don't care if you're 30, I don't care if it took you 30 years to leave. You finally left. But because you don't understand the sense of independence that you will have, the sense of fucking courage. But I know how I feel, sis or bro, the shame of it all. Because when you really start to think about it, your mind is free from that realm that they put you in. Because when you're with a narcissist, they build this fucking whole reality that don't make sense to nobody else but you and them. Because they close you off and isolate you, so you start to believe that their reality and what they said to you was true, but it's not. When you get out of that mind frame, then you understand that, oh my God, like you start feeling stupid, like I can't believe I was that dumb. Let me tell you something. I used to build how I moved around, how the narcissist planted seeds in my head. Do you hear me? The way I looked, how I felt. Oh, I can't, and I still would hear their voice in the back of my head. That shit just stopped maybe a year and a half ago. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't understand what was wrong with me till I went to therapy and they explained to me you cannot keep on putting the narcissist ideals of you in your brain and thinking that it's fact, because it's not. But it's never too late. You still got breath in your body. You still got life. Trust me, God rewards those that are his people. Sometimes we go through the struggle first to get the blessings later, baby. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that your karma, if you was a good person, is nothing but goodness going to come behind it. But we need to embrace that. But you hear that negative voice from the narcissist in your brain that makes you think that you deserve what you went through because you stayed, and you don't. You don't. When you love someone, you get tied up in your empathy, you get tied up in your love for them, and you make excuses for their behavior. And that's okay because you're human. But when you finally heal through it and you grow, so what when you left? So what that you stayed that long? It's the fact that you was able to get the courage and leave and you still got your life out here that matters. Okay, sometimes the mental breakdowns that you might suffer or the abuse that you might suffer, sometimes it's hard to deal with, but baby, you can deal with them and you will get through it, and never be ashamed that you left after 20, 30 years because you fucking left. You are a hero. You are phenomenal. Remember that shit. And don't get yourself all tied up in those thoughts. Cry through those emotions, go through those moments, and then get past them. But don't hold on to them and blame yourself and start feeling shame because you stayed longer than you thought you were supposed to, because your mind was not what it was supposed to be, because it was manipulated to filth. So you didn't even know who the fuck you was because you was mentally brainwashed by the power of a narcissist or an abuser. Okay?